Hello and welcome back to Kilt Beard Co.'s Beards and Gear. I'm Joseph and hope you've had an amazing Friday. So today we're going to be talking about our feet when we're going outdoors, on the hike, camping, what have you, things to keep in mind when we're out there. So I'm going to show a little skin, my feet that is. So we'll talk about that, and we'll do a little bit about beards. Well, how do you know if your beard's too dry? We'll talk about that also. And before we get into it all, so we'll start the weekend off with a little bit of Alexander Murray and Company's Single Malt Scotch. This was my breakout 2023 brand. Wonderful scotches, really good. Highly recommend it. Very reasonable price. They do go up in price too, up into the hundreds of dollars. But this one I believe was like $40. It's a 7-year, but it tastes like a 10. So it's really good. Cheers to the weekend. Smoky, of course. No strong alcohol bite or anything like that. Very flavorful. You would definitely want to try this one. This is highly recommended. If you're not a Scotch person, this would be, to me, the perfect all-around Scotch for the price. Perfect to get. So, all right, that aside, beards. So the beards part, because beards and gear, right? So how do you know when your beard's dry? Well, there's a few signs. First, it gets all crunchy like a bristle. It's not soft anymore, like mine's soft right now. So you get bristle. If you don't know if it's all bristled and everything, your significant other will let you know also. So keep that in mind. When somebody says, oh, your beard hurts me or scratches me or something like that, basically just means your beard's dry and needs nutrients. Other one is beard itch. Beard itch underneath the skin, or underneath the, I guess above the surface of the skin, around the follicle there, or start flaking and everything when you scratch the beard drift. It's excess skin, you're dry. So go ahead and get some good quality products in there. Of course, this is Kilt Beard Co. show, and we're going to recommend our beard butter, but we highly recommend a good beard butter for your beard. Our Best Damn Beard Butter comes highly recommended. It's our best selling product, and it's going to keep your beard nice and conditioned, moisturized. It's quick absorbing, and there's no water, there's no chemicals, there's no synthetics in it, so you're going to get all the good stuff for you. And also keep in mind, when you have a dry beard, you're also going to get split ends. So if you have split ends, that means your beard is dry, it's lacking nutrients, and you can tell this just like your hair. I don't have much hair on the top of my head anymore. It went all to my face and chin, but just if you have split ends, that means you're lacking nutrients. And we'll talk about that in another episode on how to address split ends and how you can bring back your beard from basically looking like shambles. If you want to, go back into a couple of our episodes, go on to kiltbeardco.com's link in the description here. You can go ahead and check out some more tips about your beard. We always recommend a daily routine for your beard, so that comes in a beard kit, which starts with a beard oil, a beard butter, and a beard balm, and go from there. So that's it for beards today. If you have any questions, I'm curious, how do you know when your beard gets dry? What do you do? What do you use? What kind of brings it back to life, if you will? I'd love to hear it in the comments. Also, if you get a chance, I would highly love it if you would subscribe to this channel. It's a small channel trying to grow, and we can't grow without you. So we appreciate you watching in, and let's jump into our feet. So let's talk about our feet. Our feet are very important when we're going hiking and camping, or just all around if you're doing a sport in general. However, depending on the type of activity you do, you may or may not need to do as many things to your feet. Just depends on what you're doing. For me, I'm gonna talk about when we're on the trails, going hunting, we're scoping out our stands for the next year, we're hiking, going to the bush backwoods, going up and down hills, so that your foot's going to be going forward, it's going to go backward and to the side, so your foot's going to be kind of just all over the place. So we're going to address some of those things that can help you keep your feet nice and healthy and keep you going on those trails. So first of all, we have our Gold Bond foot powder. Very simple, but very effective. Then we have my med packs for your feet. So this is their blister and prevention and treatment kit. It comes in like a nice sealable bag, waterproof, made in the USA here in Utah. I love their products. I love what they're trying to do. How they really just think of everybody when it comes to outdoors. And They have 9 super skin strips, 6 alcohol wipes, and 3 triple antibiotic ointments in this pack. So very helpful for your feet. We're gonna do this as a pre-prep for our trails. So this is what I would do before I hit the trails. And mind you, I'm gonna go up and down, sideways, uneven ground. So we're gonna be putting a lot of pressure on different parts of the feet, and most likely, since it's summer, we're gonna be sweating a little bit. So I'm gonna keep these things in mind. So this is my med pack. Then the liquid bandage. So this is the Walgreens generic one. There's about 3 or 4 other ones out there. They all work the same to me, in my opinion. This is just the one that made sense for me at the time. And then our sock. It's not super sexy or anything like that. Just a white cotton sock. Whatever sock you wear, I highly recommend 100% cotton. I prefer white socks. That's just for me. That's my preference. There's a lot of socks out there. You can pay a lot of money for socks. But in the end, if you don't have 100% cotton socks, in my opinion, you're doing your feet wrong. So 100% cotton, whatever your flavoring color is. But I recommend white for myself. So first of all, so I got my feet. First I want to make sure they're dry. All right, so the name of the game is keeping our feet dry, far and foremost. After my feet are nice and dry, wipe them on the towel, whatnot. Then we check out the points where our feet make contact with our boots or shoes or whatever your sandals, whatever you're using. So for me, it's on the big toe, on the outside of my pinky toe, like right where that ridge is right here, and then my heel. And then underneath my toe right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are my 4 points of contact that I usually have problems with my feet. I'm sure all of those or many of those are the same for you too. So what do we do about it? So first of all, we get our skin here, these super skins. It's really cool. It's got a sealable bag, so and it's waterproof. So if you have one of these, you can put them in your sack, your rucksack, your packing sack, whatnot, and you can keep them waterproof. I just ripped it perfectly too. All right. I ripped this thing perfectly above the seal. So when you have a knife, you always cut away. Cut away from your body so you don't hurt yourself. And make sure you fold it back. Hopefully that works. Yep, we're good here. So put the ointments and everything on the side and the alcohol wipes on the side, which are good to use for when you actually get a cut. So even if you use all of these for prep, I would leave these and use these for later on when we are continuing on our hike. So super skins. So I'm gonna do one for example. So one, these are stretchy and they're waterproof. So they're really cool. They claim this is their the best bandage in the world. So as far as feet go, and they're sticky throughout, which is the cool thing. So it's gonna give full contact. So for my big toe, stretch it around and in between the toe. And just go like that. So that's my big toe right there. So I get all the points right here, all the way around. So if I hit my boot, I'm going down hills, I'm gonna be good to go. Next, I'm gonna go on the outside of my pinky toe. I'm not sure if that's what it's called. I call it the pinky toe. So it's funny, the other day, somebody goes to me, "Hey Joe, so what do you got underneath the skirt?" I'm like, "You mean the kilt?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Well, depends on how hot or how cold it is outside." So anyways, we just wrap this around, stretch it down. So my pinky toe does not really move by itself. Per se, I can't like spread my toe out. So I'm kind of tuck a little bit right in between the toes there so I can give it a little bit of leverage. And this is kind of how we go about doing it. I got the contact here, the outer contact of my foot here. And then, of course, we do the heel. So I have 4 points. That means I'm gonna have 5 bandages left over, so I could do all of my feet with 1 pack here, which is really cool. And I would not take these off until you're actually done with your hiking, or they peel off for some reason. That, I mean, you do some insane activity, I would make sure that I do not take these off, because we want to keep these for the long haul. Then I go in the back of my heel. Now I know there's a lot of people that sometimes will have problems on their Achilles tendon right here. If you do, put 1 strip up there, you'll be completely fine. I don't have that problem. Usually the majority of my pains are going to be on the front, because I'm more of a front a walker there. But yeah. And then we put our last one on for, at least for me. So I'm gonna stretch this all the way like this and back to the top. So these are flexible. They're gonna go with how you walk. They're really sticky, and they're gonna go how you walk, or go with the flow, if you will. So, see if I can take a picture. So I'll put these back into their package here, so I don't lose all this here. Like I said, it's a little windy today, so trying to keep everything in line. And we can reseal this back up. And if you do get cuts in alcohol, there's alcohol wipes in here, along with some triple antibiotic ointments. So what I'll do is when I have a cut, and one day when I'm hiking, if I do get a cut, I'm just gonna, videotape and treat it out there on the spot. But you alcohol wipe it. It's gonna sting, but it's good. You want to kill everything. You put an ointment on, and then you can do 2 things. You can put one of these Band-Aids on, these super stretch skin Band-Aids, or you can use some liquid bandage. So liquid bandage dries really quickly. It's like super glue, basically. You probably could substitute for something super glue, but I like this because it's in a little carrying small bottle, and it has an applicator like for nail polish. So you just apply that to it. It'll dry within seconds, and then you're good to go. So that's how I would treat my foot. If I do get some cuts or water blisters or blisters in general, that's the best way for me to treat my foot. I know at any time all this is going to blow off on me here. The excitement. All right, so we got our foot powder. Foot powder is awesome. I use it all the time. So foot powder. So foot powder is going to help prevent your foot from getting moist. It's going to mitigate the sweat, the water, what have you, from absorbing to your skin and get it all pruny and weak and whatnot. So put it on top like so. Make sure you go between your toes. Make sure you get the bottom of your foot too. And what I do is I take my sock and I put just a little bit into my sock. A little bit to just hang out and around. Not too much. Do one little puff. And then we shake it all about. I put my foot, or when I put my feet in, I curl my toes down so I don't peel off my bandages here. See some powder coming off. It's a good thing. And that's about it. I'll put some more foot powder in my boot just to make sure I can get that extra reassurance of dryness, and I'll buckle up and you're off for the races. So, okay, curious what you use to take care of your feet. Please throw it down in the comments. Did I miss something? Would you add something to this regimen here? I'd love to hear it. But it's really important to take care of your feet. Your body only goes as far as your feet go, and it's really important to be mindful of them. If they start hurting, you feel a blister or something coming, address it as quickly as possible so it doesn't get larger. When you can address it, quickly, it's, well, like I said, it's going to be smaller, but at the same time, you may be able to modify what you're going to be doing going forward, or if you have to turn around and it's really bad, you can go back. So that's all we got for this week with Beards and Gear. If you can, once again, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. Be safe, enjoy the outdoors, and cheers.